lineup, but one of the things with 12, you've got to use your subs. Let's have a quick look at the French side. Here you've got the experienced Vincent Roux, Patrick Bosque. They can play, the sweetest of sevens rugby, but as in 15s, you just don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, the last time they met in 15s, Nigel, in the Rugby World Cup.
Oh, yes.
There was a game. And this time, it's all to do.
Neil Patterson, the Scottish referee, and Argentina brisk, using their hardly call them reserve strength. I don't think they have a sort of a settled starting 7, unlike these experienced sides like Samoa, New Zealand, South Africa. You pretty much know their best lineup. But this is France. Eddie Labat, who's impressed, was as you said earlier, Chris, David Fordham confined him to the hospital at the start of the day, but he's made an amazing recovery.
It was just a case of mistaking an identity, as it happened, as it is with England today, losing out to Wales. Mistaken identity. They'll want to be recognised as somebody else in Adelaide tonight. You're rubbing it, English players.
You're rubbing it into me, aren't you?
No, Nigel,
first time they've ever been in the Shield. First time they've lost all 5 in a day. But meanwhile, France here with the bowl at stake. That's no mean achievement. And of course, well, for France, they were cock-a-hoop last week in the 24-nation tournament in Hong Kong. They came away with the bowl against the current opponents here, Argentina, and their coach Tio Janacek was in floods of tears. Such was the elation, such was the relief, a very passionate man. Now the men in the darker blue, the tricolor, who as Chris Handy said, twice over suffered at the hands of Argentina in the 15s World Cup, having beaten New Zealand, of course, in that quarter-final in Cardiff. Now some little measure of revenge here, perhaps. But 2 minutes played, no one in sight of the scoring line yet. But there's a penalty here, says Neil Patterson, for not releasing.
Both these sides play the game at a distance, not really wanting to go heavily into contact. France are good. They've got plenty of support out wide.
Labat, lovely switch here to the hands of Patrick Bosque. Canny player, came in as a late replacement for the injured Loic Mazière, but has 17 tournaments behind him and has been a very influential player. When France have played well, this man has played well. But that's his first try, but he's the creator rather than the scorer, normally.
Well, nothing seemed to be happening, and then you knew with width and some space, France were going to be hard to contain. That try by Bosque opens the account, and now it's all to do. Lovely spread, as they and only they know how. The ball goes up and then over.
Patrick Bosque from the Auch club, who are currently holding up the tail in the top 14, the top 14 French championship, which in itself is reaching its late stages of the season. 26 rounds, 14 clubs home and away they play, and then the last 4 go into the playoffs. Toulouse head the tie in the pool at the moment. Argentina, tricky customers, have so many big scalps in their history, but not always able to string successive triumphs together. Just happened once in Los Angeles when they won the title, but they're on the break here now and charging into the French half. Bit of, I was going to say lack of support, but I think it's going to be the whole way for Amorosino from Gara in Buenos Aires.
Brilliant individual try, well worked by the team in the build-up, but at the end, Amorosino is the one who does.
5, Argentina.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage. France. Vincent Roux.
That's fine.
Well, you can seldom fault Argentina on their tackling.
Well won by Argentina.
It's a good turnover, isn't it? And it's Amorosino. He's got a man wide. And it's Moyano. Martin Bustos Moyano to increase the lead.
It was a good try, all made by the aggression at the breakdown. The turnover was super. Referee on the spot. The ball
scores clear at the break. And there'll be some impassioned words now from this man, Thierry Janacek, the second longest serving coach in international sevens rugby. Only Gordon Tietjens has been longer. 1994, Tietjens 1995, I think, maybe just 1 year afterwards. In came Thierry Janacek from Tarbes, who has really held the flag for French sevens and deserves some sort of medal, maybe a Légion d'honneur for what he's done for French sevens rugby.
Ground.
Wide from Brazzoni. Change of tactic. Was the player behind the ball? It's going to beat him in touch, is it, or not? Now it's gone too far over the dead ball line.
Scrum, melee, or kick. Kick.
Argentina continuing to put the pressure on France, having them to make the running. Come along on as the replacement for Argentina in the number 2 jersey.
Players just not long out of the Pumas under-21 World Cup squad. Oh, it's a good break up the middle, and he's a really nippy little player, isn't he? All the way and through. He's had a terrific tie, this one.
But in sevens, anything goes. If you can keep possession and whack it across the other side of the field with your hand or kick it across with your foot, anything goes.
Well, Ascarati has come on. Another who's impressed as one of the newcomers this season. Off goes Brazzoni. Got to use your resources well.
That's a ruck.
This being a semi-final, remember, there'll be a full clash to come for one of these two teams. The other will go out of the tournament as Patrick Bosc offloads again into the hands of Émile Chrétien, into the hands again of Pujol. Pujol with Labarthe as a decoy. Labarthe is the man in possession now, rolls to the line, momentum carried him there, the try is awarded. France back in it, and still with 2 minutes to go. They're not out yet, but they do need this kick.
Well, the in-goal touch judge was beautifully placed to see if this man, Chero, goes into touch.
Bosc has put in a great conversion. Superb, it keeps hopes alive. Sorry to cut in there, but it was so critical as the try was scored. So the conversion by Patrick Bosc means that Argentina are back on the edge. A 7-point lead. Are we in for another sudden death playoff?
Release tackler, ruck, release.
And we've kept a close tally on the conversions in this one, haven't we?
We have, and that's all important.
How crucial they can become. That was a beauty. This is the man who kicked it, Patrick Bosc. To Chrétien. Came off the head, I think. Advantage. Literally 15 seconds in which to construct something. Pujol with the throw. Oh, it's a big take against the throw by Argentina. So they can run out time now. Ascarati to Moyano. The kick and chase, and it's that man. What a way to round it off. Santiago Gomez corner. If ever a man knew a way to the try line, well, you could say that was a brilliant piece of replacement play by the coach of Seti. And he moves on to tries in 4 successive rounds.
Indeed, to Argentina. They end this in style.
Well, they've taken the bowl semi-final, rounded off by that